Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch U Strappin. These are not watch reviews, they're just a quick wristwatch check with a strap pairing, usually something aftermarket, just to show the pairing. And I would also consider these, although not watch reviews, they are kind of like an extended watch review or extended user experiences. Just whatever comes to my mind, I just throw in some extra tidbits of information regarding a particular watch and or maybe even the strap that it's on. This is the SLA077 Marinemaster. This is the what most would consider the white dial, although it's not pure white. It is kind of really a more opaline white. It's got a slight silvery shimmer to it, or sheen, whatever you want to call it. Well, I guess it's not really a sheen because it's a rather matte dial, and it's kind of aided by that with the fine kind of grainy texture to the dial, which is pretty cool. And I love this watch. It's been running really great. I think the size reduced down to what was typically a bit on the large side and even chunkier with your more classic, I guess, or more typical, I guess, Marinemaster 300 style of watches, which came in at least, I believe, 44 millimeters or so, and much thicker bezel, and overall with the monoblock case. This one doesn't have that, and I don't know, I personally appreciate it for just making it, I think it is more modernized. They've kept that style and general build for a long time, and I believe they will continue to do so. I think there's definitely a place to keep that, but I like that they expanded the line and evolved it, and I think refined it to be just a little bit tighter, a little bit slimmer, a little bit more friendly to wear on a daily basis, because I know many have said, although they like the Marinemaster 300, the usual one with the monoblock case, it can be a bit chunky, if not hefty, on the wrist as well. And this, I don't have a problem. This is where it's very much like I would say an SKX. The lug to lug is probably a bit longer, but overall the general presence and fit and everything, I feel it's fairly close to an SKX, which a lot of people are familiar with. And just staying on the note of this watch, one added detail, well, not added, but in detail that maybe I never pointed out before, and I just felt like doing it here, was that what I like about this particular version that they made recently is that bezel. It's not ceramic, although it's got a glossy finish like it is, but I believe it's just like a lacquered finish on basically probably a stainless steel, painted bezel, which is fine. I think that's, for the most part, that's how they traditionally have done like this kind of finish on their dive watches and bezels that have this kind of shiny finish. But what I like about it is that it does look thinner. It may actually be a physically thinner, like the ring itself, when you look at it from the top front. It doesn't seem quite as thick, which is preferable for me. I don't usually like an overly thick bezel. I mean, it depends on the style of the watch. Like, say if it's a panerized submersible, it kind of makes sense there. Just this, it's got that kind of watch, has a lot of presence to it. But here, I would find this to be a more classically sized or shaped watch, especially when you're going smaller. I don't know, I just like a thinner bezel usually. I don't like it too thick, which is why I don't particularly care for, say, the Rolex GMT Master 2, the most modern ones they've been making for several years now, with the ceramic bezel. I just think it looks too thick, especially with the numbers being as bold as they are. Yeah, but going back to this watch, I like that it's thinner. The numbers are actually smaller as well, and I think what actually is nice is the fully graduated markings on the bezel. I mean, some people are, even though there are some that look similar, this, what I find they've done different here is, like, you look underneath the double digits, 10, 20, 30, 40. Typically those stretch all the way to the edge of the bezel, and then you actually lose the the little tiny dot markings that would be help you indicate exactly precisely what the minute is. And so those would be kind of gone, and you just be left with, I don't know, depending on the size of the numbers, like maybe 3, maybe in some areas maybe even 2, but like less than 3 minute markings between the 5-minute markings, right, between that line and the 10 and so forth, the 10 and the 15, and that number would have knocked out at least 3 dots, so you'd be left with only 3 visible. And then you kind of have to do the guesswork of visual guesswork of approximately where that minute actually is. It's not hard per se, but it's just like one of these things that, well, sometimes when I'm looking to set my watch or reading down a count timer, like I like to know exactly where that minute hand is going to be at, so I'm doing so. And just to have all the indexes all around now, they're not cropped off or basically deleted because of the Arabic numerals that are on there. I think that's a nice thing, and because of that, it makes they push the numbers or shrank it down a little bit to accommodate that, and that overall makes it look like a thinner bezel. Just wanted to throw that out there. So back onto the strap. This is like a distress leather strap. I believe these are basically handmade from a brand, as you can see from that griffin on the sign buckle here. That's Atelier De Griff. I think that stands for like the griff part is because it's a griffin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume that's the correlation with that logo and the name of the brand. I want to say, I think they're based in France, but I have to check. I forget. I bought this a while back, several years ago, and they do several cool custom or rather unique strap designs. A lot of them have sold out for a while, and I wish they would bring some back. I was looking for a nice bund strap. This is actually part of a bund strap. But what I was going to say was this is part of a bund strap that what I don't like about a lot of bund straps is that, of course, it's part of the look, but then that extra leather panel or piece that goes between the watch and your wrist, and usually the straps will interweave through that, at some cutouts in that piece, right? That leather panel, for lack of a better term or word, that adds some thickness to it. It's almost as thick as the strap itself usually, but on theirs it is particularly thin. It's like really thin, which I like, and it gives you that look without that extra bulk. And I would have shown it on here. It actually looks pretty good with this, but I just wanted to keep it simple and slim. But maybe next time I might add that back on and show it to you guys. Yeah, that's why I got that, but I took it off this time. I just wanted to keep it simple. But yeah, it's a nice distressed brown, and quality seems pretty good. Can't complain. And yeah, I don't think they do custom straps that I don't think you can like call them up or place an order online, like say Handin or a Deluxe or Strap Tailor. Those are ones that they have some that are pre-made, and you can have some that are custom made to order, made any way that you like. I don't think they do that here, but they do have a number of pretty interesting straps that are some of them are painted. There's a really cool one that they did that's like a brown strap with a white racing stripe down it that I showed them, seen it paired on their website with a Speedmaster, and that's a nice sporty look to it. But they had sold out of that one for a long time, although I don't know why they still put it up, leave a lot of their sold out pieces on the website. I wish they would just bring it back. Or I've happened to just miss the restock of them every time I've checked. But anyways, yeah, it's a decent strap. It's 20 millimeters up the top, of course, and then it tapers probably, it looks like probably down to 18. I don't think it's 16. I haven't done a measurement on it, but anyways, I think it looks pretty good on this leather strap. typically this would be on the bracelet that it comes with, or a nice rubber strap. That's just functionally, and the look is just, I do think it's better, but I can't deny that a nice dive watch on a decent leather strap also looks pretty good. And it's been cold, and I don't know, I have a break from work today, and I just felt like swapping it onto this this brown leather strap, just to give it a nice cozy, comfy feel, which I think it does. Anyways, that's about it. Gotta get going, so thanks for watching, and enjoy your watches. Late.